going on, folks? Hope you're doing awesome out there. Today it is cold where I am, so I wanted to do something just a little bit different for me. I wanted to check out some guitars for 2025. We've been getting some awesome release information from various brands, and a lot of stuff is looking pretty cool. Obviously, you know how this stuff goes. We get release announcements throughout the year, but at the beginning of the year, especially around NAMM time, is where we tend to get some awesome details to kick off the year. And this year is absolutely no different. Today, I want to check out two brands that I don't have any experience with, but I'm looking for experience in, and one brand that I've had some experience with over the years. Let's check them out. So the two brands that I want to check out that I have no experience with, but I'm looking for experience are Jackson and ESP. I've had my eyes on both brands forever. I just haven't found a model that I really want to pull the trigger on. And the third brand that I do have some experience with is Harley Benton. I've had a number of guitars from Harley Benton over the years, and from the looks of it, I'll probably end up with a few more given their awesome price points. Let's go ahead and check out what everybody's talking about.
Let's start with Jackson guitars. Jackson is one of those brands that I've seen forever, and it's one of the ones I keep meaning to try. I keep looking for a model that I really want to purchase, and I haven't found it. And I think one of the main reasons is that a lot of their primary models come with Floyd Roses and other trims, and I don't like Floyd Roses. I've only had them on one guitar. I had it on a Dean ML a while ago, and I sold that guitar. I hate Floyd Rose so much. So that's one of the reasons I haven't picked them up. And the other reason is most of the features that come on Jackson guitars I can find on other brands for cheaper. So I don't know. I'm just kind of waiting for that one gem to jump out at me and be like, you should buy this. Anyway, these are the new ones that are listed on Jackson's website for 2025. Let's see if anything is. That Series Soloist is kind of cool, very pricey, but I do like the hardtail bridge. Definitely like the inlays on the fretboard. Color, not a big fan. Psychedelic swirl, I kind of like that. Graphic series. Yeah, but again, it's got a Floyd on it. Moving on. Single pickup, limited edition Kelly. I like that. Again, Floyd Rose, though, not so fun. I do really like that Kelly body, though. That's sick. The single pickup, I like that too. Is that an EMG? Looks like it's an EMG. Let's come down to the specs. Oh, I was wrong. Fishman Fluence Modern Bridge Humbucker. Yeah, okay, I can see that way better now. Okay. Okay. So I had heard talks about these, and I know that fans have been asking for this forever. The Surfcaster was a thing a number of years ago, and then it disappeared. Fans were sad, and now it is back. And look, it is back with a vengeance. These prices are actually very reasonable, both 6 and 7 string models. The 7 string model looks like it's only rocking a single pickup. That's even cooler. Let's check this guy out. Okay, yeah, I like that. Jackson proprietary humbucker, hardtail bridge. I like those inlays. Okay. I like the headstock. I don't think I would have spec'd a guitar out like that, but I do like how this works. That looks pretty cool. Let's look at the specs. Poplar body, bolt-on maple neck with graphite reinforcement. Okay. 12 to 16 inch compound radius, bound laurel. Ugh. Okay, so fretboard for me comes down to feel, and I've had a couple of guitars that have a Laurel fretboard, and I just don't like it. I don't like the way they feel. 24 jumbo frets, single high output Jackson humbucker, so I was right about it being proprietary. Hardtail bridge. Huh. Okay. I don't want to get too into detail on this one. I like 7 string guitars. No, correction. I love 7 string guitars. I really love the single pickup design, and I really like that price tag, but I'm not totally sold on it. That Laurel fretboard's kind of a deal breaker for me. 6 string model looks to be basically the same, except it's got a tone knob as well as a selector switch for 2 humbuckers, one in the neck position, one in the bridge, so standard layout. Got another Surfcaster here. Oh, this one's with the JS series, so this is more like their intro series, their intro line. Okay, I kind of like the graphics on that one. No nonsense King V. Oh, I like this. This is badass. Look at this. Red. Oh, that's sick. Okay, I gotta take a better look at this. Three-piece through body maple neck, 12 to 16-inch compound radius with a rosewood fingerboard. Okay. Seymour Duncan blackouts. Yes, sir. We're getting awesome there with some Seymour Duncan blackouts. Hardtail bridge, so no trem. I love that. 24 jumbo frets, single volume, three-way selector switch. So we're not even dealing with the tone switch. All right, I like that. This may have to go on my list. This thing is awesome. I don't normally dig that kind of red, but on this one, it works. Let's come back, see what else is coming. Okay, we've got basically the same guitar here, except it's in the SLX body, the Soloist. And this is kind of the same as the Kelly we were looking at, except it's got the different body again, the Soloist. All right, I'm okay with this. Again, this one would be much higher on my list, but I don't like that Laurel fretboard. The 7 string, awesome. Single pickup, awesome. Body shape, awesome. Even the headstock, love it. Fretboard, nah, I'm out. All right, let's take a look at ESP now. So here we are on ESP's page. I've been hearing a lot of buzz about these, and first and foremost is the Mick Thompson new signature. For those of you that don't know, Mick Thompson recently made the jump over from Jackson to ESP. Uh, I love Mick Thompson and I love Slipknot. Dude is awesome. I also love Jim Root. So the guitar dudes over on Slipknot have always been in my spotlight. But I've been hearing the buzz about Mick Thompson getting a new signature, and I was kind of wary about it because I liked it when he was with Jackson. I liked it even better when he was with BC Rich back in the day. That signature red Warlock, the red and black Warlock that he had with the signature inlays, that thing was awesome. And I had an opportunity to buy one probably 3 or 4 years from my local music shop. I passed up the opportunity because it just wasn't something I wanted at that time. And then probably like a year later, I had some major regrets about it. Hi, Melody. My dog's sitting here. She's asking for some attention. Hi, sweetheart. Yeah. Give me a little bit. We'll go to the park, okay? Oh, knocking stuff over. Good job. Let me finish up here, please. All right, so next up is going to be the signature from the guitarist from Rammstein, this RZK3 Olympic White. I'm not going to go into that. I don't really care for that model. Let's see. We're going to skip this. I love the purple, but really nothing else. Ooh, I like this. Kind of similar to the Mick Thompson, except it's got a Tune-O-Matic bridge instead of the hardtail. It's still got that Fishman Fluence Modern on there. I like the body color. That black burst red, that blood moon, that's pretty sick. I can't tell if I like the fretboard better on the Mick Thompson SIG or on this one. I like a bound fretboard, but I also like a clean, no marker ebony fretboard. I bet that's ebony too. Let's move on a little bit. Oh, be still my beating heart. AWXJ7 baritone Evertune. Oh god, we have to look at this thing. $2,200. Holy crap. I love it. I will not be buying it. We're still going to check it out. Oh, that's clean. That's so clean. What do we got here? We got a Swamp Ash body, 27-inch scale, Swamp Ash veneer, 5-piece maple walnut, paddock neck. Okay. Fretboard is Macassar ebony. Let's see. So we got stainless steel frets. Awesome. LCD locking tuners. Evertune F. Okay. DiMarzio Deactivator 7 humbucker. Push pull on the electronics. I don't know if that's going to be for coil split or coil tap. Not sure. Oh, it's so awesome. If that price tag weren't so high, I would have this bought now. That is awesome. Look how clean that is. No nonsense, but metal AF. All right. I could sit here and stare at that thing all day, so we're going to move on. I've done enough with single cuts recently. Moving on. Okay, so the 200 series is getting some additions. I heard they did like 6, so here's one of them. This is a baritone. I like the maple fretboard on there. Don't like the Floyd. Moving on. So this is kind of similar to the one we were just looking at. A few differences being a 6-string instead of 7-string. It's got that silver burst on there. It's instead of a DiMarzio deactivator, it looks like it's got a Fishman Fluence on there. No Evertune, but it's got a hardtail. That's cool. Price tag is much more reasonable, and of course the block inlays. I like that. Not as cool as the 7 string, but definitely still cool. Price tag makes it cooler in some ways. Single cut with the Floyd, no thank you. Like the finish on there, that burl's pretty cool, but no thank you. Again, no thank you there. Moving on. Floyd, no. Stephen Carpenter's got the same guitar basically, except this one's a Strat and it's yellow. Moving on. I've been meaning to check out one of these EC01FTs for a little while. It's low on my list, and really the only reason I want to try one is how much people have been talking about them. So like people have been raving, had some curiosity, but they're not high on my list, so I haven't picked one up. 1007 baritone Evertune. That's cool. Another 7 string Fishman Fluence Evertune. I like that finish. Don't like that price tag. Silverburst T style. I like that. Oh my, what do we have here? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I'm in trouble, guys. I'm in big trouble. That price tag is high, but it's not unreasonable. Oh my golly. Sandblasted T style. What else we got going on here? 27-inch baritone swamp ash body, Caster ebony fretboard, 7 string. What pickup is this? I thought it was Fishman Fluence. It is Fishman Fluence Modern Humbucker, 3-voice soap bar. Oh, push pull functionality. Oh no. I may have to have this. I may have to have this, guys. This may have to work. I'm gonna come back to this at some point, but I'm drooling. It's just as clean as the other one. I love the no nonsense finish on here. That sandblasted swamp ash. I don't think they called it sandblasted. What do they call this? Black blast. Close enough. Whatever. That single Fishman Fluence humbucker, 7 string. So T-style body is one of those bodies that when I was picking up the electric again, in my 20s and 30s, I didn't think I would like T-style, that Telecaster style body. That they're more comfortable than I thought they would be. I really like this, and it looks like it's got a belly cut for ergonomics. It's got the arm cut. Oh yeah, this thing would be more comfortable than it looks. I have to move on, otherwise I'm going to click buy right now. That's a problem in the making. Phoenix 201. Okay, so that's from the 200 series. Have the Phoenix body. Floyd, no thank you. This is kind of cool. Strat style, Fishman Fluence, Black Blast. So it's kind of like this, just with the strap body. It's got a pick guard. Obviously different style body. Silverburst single cut, another 200 series. Let's finish this page out here. Okay, so these are the other 3 from that 200 series. You got the Explorer style, Strat style, and T style. Okay, yeah, and this is kind of similar to the other one we were looking at, I think, back on page 1. Cool, just not as cool as the others. And finally, let's look at the non-big boys. Although there could be plenty of arguments for the fact that Harley Benton is blowing up. They are, in my opinion, the king of budget. So whereas we were just looking at Jackson, ESP, the big boys, uh, let's look at the non-big boys. And I guess really the only thing keeping Harley Benton from being one of the quote big boys is the fact that no one really has a touring signature with them. Like you're not going to see Jim Root with a Harley Benton. You're not going to see some of the huge A-list artists with a Harley Benton. But I imagine that's probably going to change in the next decade. Harley Benton has been making leaps and strides, and they've got some signatures with some other artists. So who knows? I think if they just keep growing like they have been, we're going to see them in the hands of the big stars soon, and they'll be a quote big boy soon enough. Anyway, moving on. The Max Fusions, the new signature from him is out. I kind of like this guy right here. I love that wood appearance, that straight up like wooden-esque guitar. So we got a hardtail bridge on this model. We got an HS configuration. So we got a single coil in the bridge and a humbucker. Sorry, I said that wrong. We got a single coil in the neck position and a humbucker in the bridge. We got a 3-way selector switch, volume and tone. I'm not sure what this little switch is. I can take a look at the spec sheet here in a minute. Looks like we got a lot of roasted maple on there, specifically on the neck and on the fretboard. I like that. This is a really cool looking guitar. Let's see what we got here. So body is Nyato, the walnut veneer top, that's pretty cool. Yeah, so I was right about the roasted Canadian flame maple neck and as well as the fretboard. That's cool. Modern C. Okay, so the pickup in the bridge position is a Tesla Plasma X1, and in the neck, what do we got? Oh, Tesla Plasma RS2 in the neck. Okay. So it doesn't say it's a single coil, but I'd be willing to bet it is. Master volume and master tone control, three-way selector switch, mini switch for coil splitting, single coil humbucker. So instead of having a push-pull pot, it looks like we're doing the coil split with that switch. Okay, that's kind of cool. He's got some variations on here. Ooh, I like that finish. Don't like the Floyd. I really like purple guitars, but for some reason that looks way more pink to me than anything else. I think this is his older version of it. Okay, cool. Okay, so the ST Modern HH ones are here, and I think they also dropped an HSS this year. I think I read that these have Laurel fretboards. I'm not a fan. I like the HH configuration. Yeah, Laurel with rounded edges. No, don't like. So there's been a lot of waves as far as the budget market's concerned regarding the new modern pluses on here, and I think it's most of the praise is rightfully earned. I just don't like that Laurel fretboard, and it looks like a few of them have them. So like here's the examples of some of the HSS ones. These ones have got the Floyds on there. Well, okay, 2-point trim, not Floyds. This one, okay, yeah, so this has got a maple, maybe roasted maple fretboard. Canadian maple. Yeah, okay. So it's not roasted maple, but it's just a maple fretboard. I like this a lot better. Locking tuners, that's cool. The pictures aren't updating very well with the clicks. Come on, there you go. I like this better, but I don't really need a Strat right now. It's not on my list. These are really cool, and I hope a lot of people jump on them. It's just not for me. And I think we'll finish up here with the Harley Benton basses. If basses aren't your thing, 100% I get it. I do love a good bass guitar. And, ooh, purple. That's cool looking. That purple sparkle with the black burst. I really like that fretboard. The body shape is not necessarily unique, but it's still a deviation far enough from the standard shapes that you see that I like it. Yeah, this is a cool bass. I'm going to have to check one of these out. What's the spec on this? So we've got an Okume body, Amaranth fretboard. Oh, so it's not maple, it's Amaranth. Okay. What are the pickups in this thing? 2 HPZ custom wound ferrite humbuckers, whatever that means. Volume control with push-pull function for active or passive switching. That's pretty cool. Yeah, okay. Got some variations on here as well. I think if I were to pick up this bass, it would definitely be the purple one, though. This thing's pretty cool. Well, as far as checking out guitars here, I'm going to stop, but the one that's caught my eye the most for sure is this TE 1007 baritone. 7-string, single pickup, sandblasted swamp ash. Oh. If you guys could see my face, you'd see me have to put my eyes back in its socket like I'm an old cartoon character. This thing is ridiculous. I love it. But we'll stop there.
And that's it. I don't know if I'm actually going to end up purchasing anything that we've looked at today, but those ESP guitars are definitely tempting. And maybe somewhere down the line, that red Jackson King V, oh, that one's also tempting. Anyway, at the very least, today I've had an opportunity to distract myself from the cold outside. I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to go make myself a mug of hot cocoa. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Take care of yourselves, find a smile, and I'll see you for the next one. Later.